What is going on, guys? Chaos here, bringing you another video, and today we have got Holiday Trouble Part 1. Before this video begins, I want to say a huge thank you for the 3 likes that you guys got in the last episode. I said that I would do a 2-part of a sort of holiday disaster. Not really disaster, I think disaster is a bit of an overstatement, but regardless, this is probably the worst start to a holiday I've ever had, basically. So, we haven't got long, so let's get into the story. So, our story begins at around 3 o'clock in the morning, at around 1st of April 2016. I've just woken up. I've only had about an hour's worth of sleep, and, you know, that's all good. That's not where the story starts, so it's fine. We get our taxi, we load up the car, drive to the airport. We get to Aberdeen Airport, we check in our bags, everything is all smooth. Now, we decided to split up. Instead of like meeting up in one place, we decided to just meet up in the airport. So the people that we were waiting for were kind of known to be a little bit later. So once we checked our bags in at Aberdeen Airport, we decided to walk up a little bit and sit on a bench. And this is basically where I knew the day was going to sort of be pretty bad, because this is. So we wait for the people to try and arrive, and I think it's about 15 or 20, maybe even 25 minutes past. This is kind of worrying us because, of course, we have to sort of go as together. We're like a big party type thing, and you know we are waiting for them, and you know they're not showing up, and we're like, okay, do these guys know that we're flying to Orlando today? Well, as I have it, they'd already arrived. They'd basically walked around the corner where we were sitting, and we're sitting in a coffee shop. Simple. They didn't think to, you know, come look for us, but no, they decided to just sort of wait around and hope for the best that we'd sort of come around the corner. But basically that's when I knew it was going to be a pretty poor day. That, and I felt a little bit ill because of course I've only had an hour's sleep at this point and I'm not really feeling up to scratch. So, but everything's fine there. We get to our gate, we get onto the flight, we head down to Frankfurt. That's where our connection is going to be. But there's a little snag at Frankfurt. Unfortunately, we have a 5-hour wait. I cannot make that up, people. 5-hour wait. It was a joke. We were very, you know, we didn't like flying, and to be honest, I hate flying because of, you know, jet lag and stuff like that. And you know, I was feeling really depressed, and again, I'm still feeling ill, and I haven't been able to sleep on the plane as well. So, the 5-hour wait in Frankfurt was really gonna sort of kill me, if I may use that kind of word. But it was fine. We got through the 5 hours. We basically just chilled, just go around shops, got something to eat, some Mickey D's, and we get to our gate. And this is where it even gets worse, because we go to the wrong gate number. Somehow, to this day, I don't know how we went to the wrong gate number. So we had about, you know, half an hour to get to our next gate. So we're like, okay, we'll just stroll around. We go around. We get to the gate where our flight's going to be leaving, and there's a delay of around an hour. Now, if you guys have ever been on an airport and you've been in the airport for about 5 hours because you're waiting for your connection, and you hear the words delay, you know the day is only going to get worse from there, because for whatever reason, every time that there's a delay, something bad, even worse happens, and this was no different. So we eventually get on the plane an hour later. So we've been waiting in Frankfurt for almost 6.5 hours now, because of course we were right at the front of the plane, so we had to get on last, and it was really annoying. So flight was poor, to be honest. I hate flight food. This is probably what caused me to be even more ill. I seem to have some sort of intolerance to plane food. So you know, some pasta. No, I think I had some chicken and then some pasta. You know, chicken for dinner and then pasta for breakfast. I mean, no, it's not. It was chicken for lunch and then pasta for dinner. Again, you know, I don't understand why they can't just have burger and chips. You know, I'd be fine with that on a plane, but unfortunately, they have to have this crummy food, and I don't know what it is. I just seem to not like it. My stomach just doesn't seem to it's like, no, stop, go away. You're making me feel ill. But as it was, we eventually made it through the 9.5-hour flight. It's a long haul, but eventually we made it. You know, it was such a good feeling. Oh, we finally touched down. We're fine here. We're good. But like I said, when you have a delayed flight, you know your day is only going to get worse, and it only gets worse from here. So we're now in Orlando. We're sort of in like comfortable. I'm in like a tracksuit top and stuff like that. Not tracksuit top, tracksuit bottoms and stuff like that. You know, I'm really like uncomfortable because you're kind of sweating, and apparently it had been raining earlier that day, so there's a lot of humidity when we were in Orlando, and it's just uncomfortable. But like I said, the day was only going to get worse. So we went to Hertz, which is basically a hire car, and we were getting a huge car because there was 8 of us, so it was a big, big car. I think it was a Chevrolet Suburban. Awful car, but that's not the matter. It took absolutely forever. I wasn't in the room when they were actually booking it all, but for whatever reason, it just took absolutely ages. So, that was kind of annoying. Now we're even more tired. We've been up for about 30 hours. I've been up for a while because I haven't slept at all on either of the flights. I've only had an hour's sleep, so it's really not looking good for me at that time. But we eventually get our high car. I think it's like 25 minutes later. We drive off. It's a fairly long drive. It's about a 40-minute drive. We get to our villa. Everything's fine. There's a gate. You punch in the key number. You go around. Go to your villa. This is where the icing on the cake was laid. Usually we're sitting outside our villa, and usually there's a little key box. Where we were staying, there's a little key box, and you type in your number there, and you push down a little switch, and it basically pulls out, and you're able to get the key. However, this was not the case. We punched the key in number almost 1,000 times, and it just would not open for whatever reason. So you have to imagine it that we've waited ages to get a hire car. We've had a 6-hour delay in Frankfurt. We've just come off a 9.5-hour flight. We've just had a 40-minute drive. Waited 30 minutes to get the car. I was absolutely fuming when we couldn't get into that house. I was unbelievably distraught. I was going to kill someone. But I'm very good at holding back my anger, especially now. I've been sort of taught myself how to hold back my anger. I was kind of trying to keep it cool because I knew if I'd pretty much exploded, I would have just ruined everybody's day. But regardless, so we were locked out of the villa. We started calling up people, get them the locksmith down, the maintenance man. This is around like 9-10 o'clock at night. We were exhausted. We can't. We're getting a hold of the people at maintenance, but they're just not being helpful at all for whatever reason that we cannot explain. American services are absolutely awful. If you are American, please let me know in the comments why are your services so goddamn slow. But eventually we found there's a little secret keypad hidden behind the bushes. We couldn't really see it. Remember, it's pitch black. There's street lights like halfway down the street. We could hardly see. We're having to use our lights on our phones, and we're running out of charge basically, and we're pretty much feeling awful. Now, again, another reminder: I am still feeling ill at this point. So the plane food isn't. I had a bit of a sore stomach beforehand. The flight food is now being processed in my body, and I'm literally going. I really feel like I'm gonna pass out because my stomach was hurting so much. I was in agony, but. Once you get to your villa, you really need to get some supplies because, of course, it's not about 9 o'clock. So we went to Publix, I think it was, or was it Winn-Dixie? I don't know. It was one of the supermarkets. We picked up the necessary stuff, but I'm literally in so much pain right now. My stomach feels like it's going to churn inside out consistently, and I literally feel like I'm going to pass out. But eventually, we get the shopping done. The rest of the guys that were with me, they said, we're kind of hungry. Let's get some chicken, or let's get some Chinese. I really wish they just got the chicken, because the chicken is like ready-made. If you've never been to Florida or any of the supermarkets, you get ready-made chicken like it's a bit like KFC if you're from the UK. It's basically that, but already pre-made, and you can just literally go up to the shop and say, "Can I have some chicken?" Sure, and they'll just hand you a big box of chicken. And that's what I was hoping that we'd do, because we could be able to just go home and I could just, die at home. But but no, they want Chinese, and that was really annoying because I was wanting to leave, but I'm trying to hold back because I know if I say, "Oh, I'm feeling really unwell," they're gonna start worrying about me, and I was like, I'm not gonna die, I know that, but I just feel really bad at the moment. So eventually, the Chinese comes out, we get in the car, we drive home, we get into the villa. Fortunately, the people that stayed behind, they'd unpacked our stuff, so it was nice and easy just to throw away our stuff into the cupboards and stuff like that. And that was easy, because of course we all had our own cases, so they'd already done their stuff and sort of like worked on ours, so just to be helpful. So eventually we got to the villa, and I sat on my bed and I just passed out. Literally, as soon as my head hit the bed, I was out. I don't know what happened. Fortunately, I woke up the next morning feeling fresh, and my stomach pain was gone. that's basically all she kind of wrote. But of course, like I said, this is 2 parts. You're probably wondering, well, what's the second part? Well, if you thought that was pretty bad, I can assure you the second episode is going to be insane. That will be up tomorrow at 9:30. That is going to be on the 19th of April. I should really stop saying dates because sometimes complications can show up. I'm not able to actually upload the video, so it's going to be up around the 19th, 20th, maybe the 21st, somewhere around those days. I'm going to try very hard to get it up for the 19th. But that's the end of this gameplay. If you're wondering what it was just a simple scrim. I do pretty well. Obviously, I'm no longer an anchor player. I'm now a sub/AR player. I hardly pick up the AR. I'm basically just a sub-slayer, but I'm starting to get good at it. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to press the like button and make sure to subscribe to the channel because it really does help me out. Make sure to go into the description below and look at my Twitter and Twitch so you can keep updated with my live streams and what I'm doing at that moment in time. So that's everything from me. My name is Mr. Kilmer2, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.